If you don't see anything wrong with this running gait, you need to stop what you're doing and watch day 2 of my running series where I explain running mechanics like no one else in the industry. Today is day 3 and I'm going over the running gait cycle in the frontal plane. And this arguably gives you the most cues on what you could be working on to help with your running mechanics. All right, let's go ahead and get started breaking down the back view. Hi guys, again, this is another video that's going to do a fast breakdown with a lot of good information. So make sure to save this so that when you look at your own gait, you can look at this again for reference. Make sure to save this post as well as my last post, so that way you guys are set up for success for the rest of the videos that I'll be sharing for the rest of this month. So remember, the first one was the initial contact, but at this view, you're looking more at where your foot is pointing towards, because if it's not pointing towards where you're running, it can dictate where your knee goes and where your hip goes. In the second phase, which is the mid stance, where I'm going to mention again that this is where your hip needs to stabilize, because if your glutes are active, you'll be able to see that knee window, and which then takes me to takeoff, where again, at this point of view, you want to look at your feet and where they're pointed, and ideally, you want to use your big toe here. And then there's the initial swing. This is where you can really tell if you need more internal or external hip rotation from the angle that your foot makes. And then there's the mid swing. If your glutes are activated, it helps where that knee goes. And then there's the terminal swing, where again, you need to think about how you land at your feet. But at this back view, there's a twist, because you see that the back ankle is covering the front ankle. And that just means that my legs are more traveling in the center of my body, specifically when I push off with my left leg. And instead, I want to make sure that my hips are stacking my feet. Okay, well, we're officially locked in with the gait cycle. And tomorrow's post is going to be talking about arm swing. See you all tomorrow.